What's up, people? Welcome back. And I got another one for y'all today. And I hope all is well. And of course, we're going to be talking about Jordan Neely again. And we're going to be talking about why Daniel actions wasn't justified. It's just the truth. And, everybody got their own opinion. And I got mine. And let's get into this video.
This is the only question I have for Hawk Newsom, who claims to be Jordan Neely's uncle, and all the other family and friends who are talking about this case is wrong and that Jordan Neely was so wonderful and great. He was just somebody who was homeless and didn't have a job and was hungry. If you know that you have a relative who was homeless, hungry, and looking for a job, why did you not do everything in your power to help that person when they were alive?
All right, now here we go with this foolery. Now, she must don't got no relatives that's been strung out on drugs or somebody that's homeless and being a person that try to go out there and help somebody in that position. Sometimes they don't want to be helped. She don't know the power of what crack can do. I mean, when somebody just chasing that hit, they don't care about nothing else. These people need some serious help. Like I said, I got an uncle out here that's homeless. He don't want to be helped. Everybody in the family try to help him. So people just be talking out of their side of their neck. It's like, excuse me, y'all. I mean, if you ain't been in this position before or got somebody homeless and actually went out there and helped and made a change, then don't talk about it if you don't know how it is. Because I know how it is.
Why did you allow your relative, your mentally ill relative, to wander the streets of New York City homeless, hungry, and looking for a job without attempting to help him? And
so I'm pretty sure he could, if he really needed something, he probably could went over to his people house to get something to eat and get some clothes or something like that. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But at the end of the day, he's a grown man. He homeless. You can't put it all the blame on his family members because the way he chose to live his life.
now that he has passed on, you have all these people coming out of the woodwork. Hawk Newsom talking about he was this person's uncle. Where was his uncle when he needed him? Where was his uncle when he was sleeping on the streets? I would like to know where all of these people were, because it appears that everybody is popping out of the woodwork now so that they can claim a paycheck from it somehow. It is time for black people in America to tell the truth. The only reason this case, in my opinion, got any notoriety is because one person was black and the other person was white.
See, and everybody want to talk about bringing race in. No, you bringing race in, and whoever else want to bring in race, that's what y'all doing. This case got attention because somebody was murdered when they didn't have to be. That's why. So y'all need to stop bringing up the race stuff.
I do not believe that if we were talking about two white people or two black people, nobody would even bat an eye at how the case turned out, which goes to show the level of
Which, if it was, maybe, since you don't know how it would be if it was like that, but that ain't the case. But maybe if it was, maybe somebody would be in jail. Maybe.
black privilege that exists in 2024.
Now, she talking about black privilege, man. Nobody don't got no, well, people do got privilege, but we all got to go out here and work our butt off for whatever we want. But at the end of the day, he was wrong. He was wrong, and he should be in jail, period. So, and we're going to get into that. Now, we got somebody else right here that believes Daniel Penny is a hero.
The people asking if Jordan Neely deserves to die and continuing to suggest that he died because of the color of his skin. I have some questions for you.
Nobody said that. Y'all bringing this stuff up. Everybody else making the race thing. That's not what it is. It's wrong is wrong and right is right. And what Daniel did was wrong because he was a trained Marine. He know what he was doing.
Did the people on the train that day deserve to be terrorized? Did they deserve to be threatened? Did the people on that train deserve to be in fear for their life?
And like, hey, go and watch my last video I did about this, because I showed the homelessness problem that's going on in New York. What goes on in that train, all the time. Homeless people be on there all the time acting crazy, and nothing never happened to people majority of the time. Now, like I said in my last video, if you just that scared and you know what goes on that train, then don't take your black behind down there. Unfortunately, the government, whatever, they ain't clinked it up, and it's dangerous down there. So don't go, and don't say that. Oh, I should feel like I should go anywhere and be safe. I mean, yeah, we all feel like that, but unfortunately, it's different worlds out there.
Did Daniel Penny deserve to be put in the situation to be the only one willing to step up and neutralize the threat that was Jordan Neely? You guys are suggesting that he died because of the color of his skin. You're completely negating his actions that day on the train. He had 42 arrests prior to that day.
And here we go again. They keep on want to bring up people past they charges. I got charged before. Do that mean I need to get choked out to death because I acted belligerent on a train? Because I got charged with stuff back then? Apparently, like I said in my last video, they wasn't that serious because he's out of jail and he's a free man. Now, if he deserved to be in jail for whatever he did, he would be in there, but he not. So you need to scrap all his history past of what he did. Because it's people out here that don't got no charges and go out here and commit the worst crimes, do the worst crimes. Oh, you had never thought he would do that. And there's people out here that got charges, petty charges, domestic violence charges, all kind of charges that wouldn't go out and shoot up a school.
3 of which were violent attacks against women on the train. This had nothing to do with the color of Jordan Neely's skin.
And like she said, he got 3 charges, assaulting women. He went to jail for that, didn't he? Okay, the law did their job, and they let him back out on the streets. So scrap that.
But rather the content of his character. And by all accounts, it wasn't great, and it cost him his life.
And I had have y'all seen people like with this case? You know, now that they made it like a race case, but have you ever seen people like you been out driving and then somebody cuts you off and do something stupid, and then you catch up to them and pull on the side of them and look at them, and they just keep their head straight, act like they ain't see nothing? These people act like, just like that. When they know they wrong, they don't want to look you in your eye. I'll be pulling up on looking like, and they just keep their head straight, knowing that you did something stupid and you're guilty of it. Want to ignore it. Okay, let's watch this right here.
10 days of protests across New York. Manhattan prosecutors are charging Daniel Penny for Jordan Neely's death. Officials and friends say Neely struggled with homelessness and mental illness for years, and he worked as a Michael Jackson impersonator. On May 1st,
all right, this is the part right here I want y'all to look at. Now, the train, this is the part where, somebody did something wrong and then they want to look the other way and act like they ain't see this part right here. Now, you could clearly see, I don't know what the hell the judge and the jury was, I don't know what they was looking at. I mean, maybe it was something to do with race, or maybe they just don't care about people, human life, that, since you homeless, you deserve to die. So, but just look at this right here. He's this guy holding him down need to be arrested as well. And I don't think he's white. I think he brown skinned it. he need to go to jail too. This other guy right here, oh, y'all can't see that. Up here with this green jacket, he was helping too. Now, we know Jordan only weighed probably like 150 pounds. We got a trained Marine right here, and we got 2 extra civilians that came in to hold this man down. At this point, why you just don't take your arm around his neck? At this point, I believe he wasn't struggling to do any harm to them. This is where he was struggling, moving around because he was dying. That's what it is.
Witnesses say he was on the subway acting erratically and screaming about being hungry and tired. That's when video captured.
Look how calm his face is. This guy been trained to do this. Daniel Penny been trained to do this. He know what he doing. Look how calm he is. He knows what he doing at this point. Train empty. You can't take your arm off his neck and be like, you better stay down. It's 3 of them. Yeah, this the part everybody want to turn their head on. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to look at you in the eye and admit that this is wrong. This is straight up murder. And just because he's a Marine and the things he know really makes it murder because he know better. Just look at that. So you telling me it's 3 of y'all and y'all can't, at this point, you can't take your arm off his neck. I mean, it's 3 of y'all. 2 hold his, 2 take an arm and 1 take both his legs. But by this time, I believe he wouldn't even have no strength to do anything at this point because he at the end of it. I mean, he fighting for his life. He down there he's 0 breath. And look how calm Daniel look. He looking at dude like it ain't nothing. So he got the skills to possibly to take him down another way without killing him. I mean, you're a Marine. That's what y'all trying to do.
Penny, helped by 2 other passengers, tackling Neely and putting him in a chokehold.
Going to kill him now.
Penny,
and y'all hear that? You going to kill him now? That's one of the passengers.
Him in a chokehold.
Going to kill him now.
Penny was questioned by.
One more time. Check this out.
Him in a chokehold.
Going to kill him now.
And I'm gonna pause it right here. Look how he got his legs wrapped around him. He know what he doing. He know what he doing. And everybody there just looking. If I was there, I would have got in there. I would have stopped it. I would have stopped that murder. I would have stopped it. I would have went over there like, hey, bro, let him go. I'm warning you. Let him go. Get your arm around from his neck. And I would have did something. Because that's wrong. And I bet you if I was there, he would have got that arm off his neck. I bet you that. And Jordan, whatever the police want to arrest him for, they could have did that. And Daniel could have went on with his life. Nobody dead.
Penny was questioned by police and released. The medical examiner determined Neely's death was a homicide caused by compression of the neck.
Certainly, a reasonable jury would not believe that Daniel Penny intended to kill Jordan Neely, but a jury could believe, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the actions were not justified and that they were reckless.
Lawyers for Penny said in a statement that he stepped in to protect himself and his fellow New Yorkers. When we spoke to the Neely family attorney before the arrest, he said they wanted Penny to be held accountable.
Jordan's story could be anybody else, anybody else's family member, anybody else's loved one.
Organizers in Lower Manhattan called the arrest a small victory.
There's a long road and a long war to be fought, but today we want to battle for the people and for the family of Jordan Neely.
Sources.
Okay. For y'all don't think that this is a murder. For y'all don't think that Daniel Penny murdered this man. He's a fully trained Marine, right? All right. So I know y'all about to I'm about to pull up on y'all because you know you cut me off, and I know you about to not look me in my eye and just be looking straight because you know you're guilty and you denying the fact that this is murder. But check this video out.
Familiar with the matter, who tell us Penny could soon be asked to turn himself in.
All right, you see that? In case you didn't know, the United States Marine Corps has a martial arts program. These are the belts. And it's not an option. When you join and go to recruit training, you will earn a tan belt. That's the first one at the top.
It's not an option.
Roughly, 27, 30 hours, somewhere in there. You will learn that choke. All right, you see that? See these freaking stud drill instructors? The one in green shirt used to work for me.
But it ain't murder.
Now, these are 2 black belt instructors in Marine Corps martial arts teaching these recruits tan belt techniques. They're teaching them these chokes. They're teaching them how to apply it. And they're also teaching them how to receive getting choked and when to tap. Applying this choke and receiving it, you know when it's being applied too much. This technique is done over and over and over again. You know if you're going too hard. We are trained for this. I am telling you. It's another picture of it. More training. Now again, these are the bad boys. Now you see that red tab? That means he's an instructor trainer. He trains guys.
I know you looking straight. I know you don't want to see this. I know you don't. This is, you don't want to see it. You don't, you don't understand.
To be instructors. So that's the different levels to it. But again, you see him applying this choke. You are trained over and over. You know if you're applying this choke too long. This is a blood choke. They teach you the artery that is locking up. You know everything about this technique that we teach other Marines. You know if you're applying this choke too long. Without a shadow of a doubt. You apply this choke over and over and over to know the technique is done correctly and you receive it. So there's no question if you know this choke is being applied too long because you yourself have been choked out multiple times. People faint and all this, you absolutely know if you're applying this choke too long. There is no doubt about it. You get trained in this at the basic level. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, tan belt, 30 hours worth of training, you know what's going on. You know what I mean? So just some other game before I stop this, letting y'all other brothers know that, and of course I'm not encouraging, domestic violence, but just so y'all know, if y'all get into that stuff, all the military branches, specifically the Marine Corps, and you get into it with your old lady, and there's some Chris Brown, Rihanna stuff going on, that lawyer, if he's good, can pull up every freaking Marine Corps martial arts move that you know. Yana, freaking sergeant, whatever, knows how to do this. He knows how to do this. He knows how to do this. She was helpless. She was just, so just some game for y'all. But yeah, man, such a sad situation. That brother had to lose his life over that, man. But y'all stay woke, man. Y'all know what it is out here.
Hey, that's a good point. I wonder why they ain't bring that up in court. Because he know. He's a Marine. He knows. And another thing I want to say, and I'm tired of you people that keep on saying, when a black person kill another black person, the black on black crime, why y'all don't be protesting for that? Why? Why we don't protest for that? Because it was somebody that got murdered and it was somebody who did it, right? And that person that did it, the person that did it goes to jail. Justice by the law. Is it messed up? Yeah. Is homelessness messed up? Yeah. Is racism messed up? Yeah. But guess what? It's all a part of life. But hey, y'all protect yourself out there. RIP to Jordan. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments because it's right there. But I know it's a lot of y'all people, that cut me off. And I pull up on you, look in your eyes, you're gonna look straight because you on some bullshit.